So there are a lot of secrets that are getting ready to come out. There are a lot of secrets that are going to be exposed. There's about to be a lot of things that were done in the dark that come to light. And I know specifically a lot of you have been, hoping and praying for justice within your lives, justice within your situations, within your circumstances. And I don't think that you're actually ready for everything to come to the light. I'm not saying that you're not ready for it. You're beyond ready for it, right? What I mean by that is when all of this stuff is exposed, everything that was done behind your back, everything that was said behind your back, everything that was done to keep you where you are, when you actually have the receipts, when you actually have the proof, instead of just going off of what your intuition has been telling you, instead of going off of, your downloads from source, right? Your readings that you're either doing or that you're getting. When you actually have that proof of what was going on, I think it's actually going to devastate more than anything at first. Because really, once you see the lengths that people went to hinder you, to set you up, to try to stop you. I know y'all just saw those lights turn on. To try to stop you from stepping into what God had planned for you. I think that it's really going to hurt, because even though you already had the inclination, even though you already had the nudges, even though you already got the confirmation, right, without the physical proof in the 3D, the way you think about it now, right, you're like, oh no, I'm good. I already made peace with that. Like, I already know who was doing what. And, like, I see it, I recognize it. But seeing and recognizing is one thing. It's not until we actually get the proof. And you're sitting there and you're like, oh my God. Like, I fucking knew it. Like, the whole time I knew it. But it's going to hurt, because some of these people are friends. Some of these people are family. Some of these people are people that you actually have deep love for, and that you would do anything for if these people needed it. It was 3:33 when I looked up. And to see how far they would go just to keep you down, just to prevent you from having abundance, just to prevent you from leveling up, just to prevent you from leaving a situation. My God, when I tell you, I don't think that you are truly prepared for the information to come out. I don't think you're fully ready. I don't think you're fully prepared. And the exact image that I'm getting in my mind right now is somebody is sitting at like a table, and somebody is basically going through all of this stuff. And the person that's sitting at the table, which I guess would be you, right? They are in tears. Like, their heart feels like it has broken like 80 times, like 80 million times. Like, the exact pain that I feel in my heart space. could only be achieved by betrayal of the highest caliber, and not just by one party, by multiple parties. This is utter like heart-wrenching emotion, heart-wrenching sadness that you are going to feel, because even though you knew what was going on, you still chose to love the people that were doing things to you. You still were loving the people that were trying to stop you. You were loving the people that were throwing the stones and then hiding their hands. 555. And I've said this before, that when God finally gives you the proof, right? When God finally delivers that information, when God finally shows you here on earth, like, there you go, here it is. It's like somebody's being handed a file of like evidence or something like that, and God's like, here you go. And you're just sitting there and you're like flipping through, and you're just in utter disbelief of what you see. It is going to, I don't want to say it's going to destroy you, because on the end of that pain, you are going to re-alchemize, right? You're going to be changed into a new version of you, right? But as much as you would like to say that you are closed off to the situation, as much as you would like to say that you have made your peace with the situation, once everything comes to light, everything that's hidden in the darkness right now, once everything comes to light, it is going to hurt. It is going to be so painful. Right? Because when you're just going off of intuition, right? We trust our intuition. No doubt about it. We trust our intuition. We trust what God is telling us, what God is showing us, when God is giving us our signs, right? We trust that. But there's still a little piece of you in the back of your mind that's like, no, maybe it's not going on. Maybe it wasn't happening. Even though you saw things with your own eyes, even though you lived through it, there's still a piece of you that wants to ultimately see the best in these situations, right? There's a part of you deep down that has a bit of doubt. And that part of you, that part is holding on for dear life. You say, Jordan, I'm so ready right now. I've made my peace with the situation. I don't care. I'm not going to feel anything other than I told you so when this comes through. When everything starts coming out, I'm going to be so happy. I'm going to be so happy that I finally get to see everything right here in the physical, that I finally got my proof, right? I'm telling you, it is going to devastate. It is going to devastate. The level of pain that I feel in my heart space right now is absolutely off the charts. Because you would have never wished half of the things that were wished upon you on anyone else. You would have never stooped to the level to try to do things to other people that other people were trying to do to you. And that is going to be part of the reason why it hurts so bad. Like, you loved all of these people. Why couldn't they love you, right? You showed love, 1010. Why didn't they show love? Why couldn't they show love? But you have to understand that it was all by design. Everything that happened, it was all by design. It was supposed to happen. Because you're not like most people. You're not like other people. And as a rite of passage into what God has for you, into God's kingdom, right? For you to be that leader that He needs you to be, you physically had to go through this situation. You physically had to go through these situations. You physically had to live this right here. And when I say people are going to see this, people are going to hear your testimonial, people are going to see what happened, and they're going to be like, oh my God, how is this person still standing? They're going to look and they are going to say, how is this person even alive? How did this person not unalive themselves? This story is a testament to your willpower, your inner strength, as well as God's hand in your life, as well as God's direction for you, as well as God's protection over you. There really is going to be no mistaking it. When people see this, when people hear about this, when all this stuff comes out, when it comes to the light, people are going to be in awe. Because number one, to the people that had no clue what was going on, they're going to be like, wait, I met them at this point in time. I ran into this person at this point in time. I hung out with this person, and number one, they weren't talking about all this stuff. There's going to be some people that maybe thought that they were close friends, that maybe are close friends, and they're going to be like, you never told me any of this was going on. And some people are going to be like, how? How did you do it? How did you remain standing? How did you not buckle under the pressure? But more importantly, how was I in this person's life and I didn't know? How was I in this person's life and there was never an indication that something so wrong was going on, right? And then you're going to have the people that perhaps you did try to tell what was going on. You're going to have the people that were in your life and you were right there, and you're saying like, yeah, like these things are happening, like this is happening, this is what I went through. And they could have been like, are you sure it happened that way? Like, no, I don't think it happened that way. I don't think that what you're saying is completely, it almost sounds crazy right now. And those same people are going to look at you. Some of them are going to have tears in their eyes. And they're going to try to apologize. They're going to be like, I am so fucking sorry that I did not believe you. They're going to be so devastated that you came to them, that you tried to confide in them, and they just brushed it off, that they never took it seriously. And now hearing all of this, seeing all of this, they feel like a bad friend. They feel like a shitty family member. They feel like a shitty person, right? because they didn't listen. Right? Some of these people might have thought that you were crying wolf, right? Some of these people might have thought you were crying wolf. 46, 46, 15, 15. Some people could have just thought that you were trying to get attention. Oh, they're doing this for attention. Don't pay them any mind. And then, of course, there's going to be the people that were there, right? The people that were witnessing what you were saying was going on. Hold up. But these people were close with your attackers. These people were close with your abusers. And now these people are going to feel the worst of the worst. You know why? Because how were they listening to everything that was coming out of these people's mouths about you without seeing the truth? How were they in the energy of this person, not knowing what they were doing to you? How were they sitting here and like, I think something's wrong. Like, oh yeah, no, I think that person is crazy or they're having a breakdown. And then they're going to realize that they were essentially part of the problem. And I just feel this overwhelming sensation of guilt coming from these parties, the ones that I just mentioned, because for a lot of them, I feel like they're the type of people that, had they known something like this was going on, actually, they would have taken it seriously and they would have tried to help you. But instead, they didn't take it seriously. 1717. People really don't understand what you've been through. People aren't even going to be able to fathom what you've been through. And when everything comes to light, when everything is exposed, they're still not truly going to understand. Because yes, they're going to see it, but there's only one person that was living it. There's only one person that had to face the opposition from all sides. There's only one person that had to wake up every day and put a smile on their face, right? And walk out the door into pure hell, or potentially stay in the house all day, I don't know, 18. And walk out into pure hell and come back, go to sleep, and do it again, day after day. Each day being a battle in itself. Each day being a battle in the war. And you're tired. You've been fighting for so long at this point. And the war zone is your home. When all this stuff comes to light, when you're finally free of this situation, these situations, it's going to take you a minute to get acclimated. It's going to take you a little bit to it's going to take you a while to get used to living a normal life again. Because it's just 1919. Because now it's ingrained in you. You're living... I was about to say you're living in a combat zone, but there's a cadence that we sing in the army, and we're like, all alone in a combat zone. Yeah, but it's like that is what it feels like. It feels like You were dropped into enemy territory, and you've had to survive with opposition all around you. Excuse me. When I tell you the level of disbelief that people are going to have that they weren't in tune to something this massive, to something this grand in scale. You're really going to have people questioning, like, what was I doing? But let me tell you this, right? When I tell you the level of disbelief, I feel like for some of you, these situations were so severe, right? That when all of this stuff starts coming to truth, right? Like if somebody's sitting here and they're like telling you everything that's going on, that's been going on, then you could like disassociate, like right there, 2121. Like they just start talking and they're like, yeah, so this is and then all of a sudden, like, you can't even hear them. You're like staring at them, but you're like miles away. You're completely disassociated from the situation. You're reliving these moments. You're getting flashbacks. And God is going to want you to share your story because you're not the only one going through it. I it wants to come out as millions. There are millions of people going through exactly what you have gone through, what you have dealt with. And when when all of this goes out, when your story goes public, when people see what was going on, you now are going to be that guiding light for people that are in the same situation. You're going to be able to help those people. You're going to be able to tell them, hey, look, if this is happening, don't do this. Do this. Stay calm, stay grounded. Don't force the reaction, or like don't give the reaction. Don't press anybody, stay to yourself. Do what you have to do. Think tactically and make tactical moves. You're going to be the guiding light. It's just the energy of I'm serious. When this comes to light, when everything is exposed, it's gonna hit you like a ton of bricks. It really is. It's no matter how much you feel like you've dealt with it over your journey, I promise you, it is going to be devastating. But like I said, as devastating as it may be, just know that you have justice coming in, and everything is getting ready to have that light shined right on it. And there's going to be no hiding it anymore. 24/24. It's going to be right out in the open, wide out in the open, for everybody to see, for everybody to speculate on, and for everybody to basically analyze. So get ready, because it's coming, whether you believe it or not. Like Ripley's, it is coming. But I hope that this message resonated for you. If not, it's perfectly okay. There's other messages floating in the ether just for you. And just remember, it's gonna hurt, but you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be fine. You might not know what to do at first, but just feel through everything and don't bottle it up. Just feel through it. 555 is also significant. Just feel through it and alchemize it. And I'll be damned if you don't rise like the phoenix. Through all that pain and through the ashes, shall you be reborn. So, much love to everybody as always. We got 2626 up here. I couldn't just end the video and not say that. But much love to everybody as always. And I hope y'all have a blessed day. Oh, so we're just not in